Can y'all hear me now? Let me see if y'all can hear me now. Cause somehow my other phone is not working for StreamYard. Oh my gosh. And they wouldn't let me come on. Okay, can y'all hear me? We good, we good, we good. So what I was saying, my name was brought up in drama. So I said, let me go live. And I knew like once, Armon came on the show, of course I would have to come back live and to talk about it. But first of all, let's just talk about today. No, I actually have an iPhone. It's an iPhone. And my iPhone, apparently the one that I've been using is not working of me coming on StreamYard. Even when I tried to come on our Wiggins show, it wasn't working. I went on there a couple of times. I couldn't hear Armon. So so I have to get my other iPhone and just to talk about it. But it's not an Android. I do have an Android and stuff like that. So once they was able to get some stuff back, so we good. But we are live. So Armon came on our show and we asked him some questions, some very good questions, because he was in some controversy with this whole situation with malograms and all of that. And I don't want to ask him all the drama and everything. And we congratulate him on his name being on Hot 97, the list. So he came on the show. We make sure y'all go check the episode out of him being on the show. Then I went on his show. And I want to say this. It took me a while to feel comfortable or go on that show. Sometimes I get nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to do too much. But like today, I just was like, I'm just gonna be Wiley. But because on the mind show, is some names you can't name and all that. So I was like, I ain't gonna name drop no names. I'm gonna be Wiley. So I'm over there, and then Claudia was on there. And I want to say this before I get into my commentary. I want to apologize to Claudia because I did drag her and it was for hours. It was like hours of content. It was at least about maybe if that episode was about 10 or 12 hours um, of content. So I want to apologize to her. And I meant to say it on Armand's show, but I had so many other talking points that I want to address about the whole thing with Milagro, whole thing about Tasha and all of that stuff, and all the stuff, the drama that, Armand was going through. I want to sit there and windmill for your favorite celebrity. Um, so that's what I was doing. Um, but let's get into this. So I'm here now because once I was off his live, I go on our Mount Wiggins Stalker page because people were sending me saying he was live. And this man was playing my content without my permission. I didn't give him permission to play my content and stuff like that. And he was playing my content. He didn't even cash at me. And I told people, if you are a person that want to play my content, the Cash App is $Wiley Show 1990. Hit the Cash App, let it be nice, a nice amount, and I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it. But he was telling my content, and the stalker was like, uh, his platform is dead. He a fish eye fool. He said all this stuff. If I'm such a fool, then why are you playing my content? And this stalker, when I tell you this stalker have issues and problems that in his live. So I'm literally watching the live because I'm gonna go in there to my notes. And once I want to address something, I got to do my research. So I went over there and I see that Tasha K was in the thing. I said, but that's what Tasha K do. But it don't count unless Tasha K hit the link, come on the show, talk her big one. But she posted in there, congratulations. I hope you win your case. You got my support. And only reason why she in the chat or came in his chat is because he is addressing Armon Wiggins with lies. So this stalker was playing my content without my permission. Then he was playing Armon Wiggins content. I didn't even let Armon Wiggins know because I know some of his other people probably let him know. And I said, this is crazy. How are you using somebody's content and you dragging me? You didn't send me a cash app, and then you dragging Armon. You didn't send him a cash app. So why do you want to play his content? So I'm listening to this, and I said it's great. And I've said this about this stalker. I said I believe he have some mental issues. He's very violent from his criminal history. And he kept saying, yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that case. Y'all don't want to talk about the case. I said, first of all, I was going to talk about the case, but I was going through my own thing. But now that my Wi-Fi and now we got everything connected, let's talk about it. So everybody know Armon Wiggins is filing a restraining order against his stalker. So to sum it up, the stalker had filed a motion, and they could have went on and fight it that day, but because Armon have representation, Armon Wiggins is allowing his representation to do their work, to do their job. So the case has been continued to I believe February. If I'm correct or wrong, February. So they have to go back to court. So that's the whole ordeal. That's what happened last week on the case, and so they have to go back in February. Um, so we will see how it goes. The reason why I say that a restraining order should be granted because number one, the stalker went in the bathroom saying threats, and an officer of the court witnessed that. Then it was a video of the stalker addressing Armon Wiggins outside, and just in a whole neck of the way. So this stalker have to understand that he is just very weird behavior. All he had to do, in my humble opinion, was focus on the trial. You may not like Armon Wiggins and say, hey, I don't like this dude, whatever. But you ain't got to let the public know you doing a trial. But what he does, when he don't get the attention, I'm going to mention Armon Wiggins for some clout. I'm going to mention him for some traction. It doesn't make sense to do that. And then he fights so hard because he wants the YouTube community or the sector to rally behind him and say, congratulations, you did real good covering the case and all that. No. And what he got to realize, the reason why he's not getting that support like Armon getting the support, because Armon built relationships and Armon is likable. This stalker went from Clubhouse, trashing people, dogging people out on Clubhouse, came over to YouTube with that same type of spirits. People don't want to be around him. He even click on my link and he had come on my show and he posts like nasty comments backstage, take his clothes off, all type of stuff. And I'll say, I'm not allowing you on because you want to try to take your clothes off. You want to leave nasty comments, stuff like that. I'm not doing that. So I don't bring him on my show. And then the last time when I was live, he had one of the times, not this when our mom was on, it was like another time. He was on and he clicked my link and he said, you boring, you dry and all that. And I said, if that's the case, congratulations, but you're not coming on trying to have a show with my audience with your belligerent, with your behavior, with all that. Then of course I would say, and this is me speaking, I do believe this stalker have an attraction to Armon that he want to at least sleep with Armon Wiggins. I do believe that. And the stalker post on his YouTube channel, He was like, I don't wanna sleep with him. I'm not even into black men. So right then and there, it's just like you have to. So why don't you like black men? But that's weird. You black, and I'm like, you have dealt with black men because you posted on your platform that you have been with black men. But anywho, this dude is he wants the support of the people. And my thing is this, and I've said this. I said if he really want to be a lawyer, why don't he take the courses in California to be a lawyer? You take the courses, you get a mentor, do the same thing that Kim Kardashian doing. Why don't you do that to become a licensed attorney? So another thing that they post in the court, they say he do a lot of fraudulent. He's like a fraudulent person in court. Like he files a lot of fraudulent documents, motions. He do a lot of stuff. Pretty much what they were saying that he abuses that in the court, and he brags about a lot of stuff on his social media. Like he brags about a lot of stuff on the social media. So with him, you definitely do need an attorney because he do have some type of knowledge where he uses that um um some he be filing all this type of stuff. So it's best if you don't know what to file and do all that type of stuff, it's best to get legal representation. So I think that is a good move on Armand's part when you're dealing with a person like this. And just continue to live your life. Armand have been getting views. He have been getting good engagements. And it was something that Claudia shared on Armand Wiggins show. Claudia shared the situation with Fox Soul because a lot of people kept saying Armand Wiggins got Fox Soul canceled. Armand Wiggins got Fox Soul canceled. I reported about it on my website. I even said it as well, and I mean recant it. In this year, just today, what's today? Uh, December 23rd, 23, 2025. Let me say today that I was wrong. Armand did not, per Claudia Jordan, Armand did not get Fox TGIF canceled. It was not Armand. According to per Claudia Jordan words, that it was already a sinking ship once fucking Neva left the show and they had problems with a bad, messy producer that was pretty much in the bed with our Reynolds. So it was already a sinking ship. And another thing that Claudia shared, and she probably shared this a while ago, but she shared it today because I heard it with my two ears, that the roast of our Reynolds, Armand asked production, hey, do y'all want to read what I wrote? And production said, no, go ahead, do you, go ahead. You know, we don't need to read it. You good. And Armand we can do it. And they try to paint this narrative that Armand was difficult and all that. But in fact, that it was a messy production that did not do their job and that they were taking sides, pinning people against each other in the whole camp. And Al had his he was like the favor of production. So that's what we didn't know as the general public. So I was in the guys up. Armand got it canceled. Armand is low ratings because it was low ratings of the show was low ratings. And Claudia brought up a good point that the show was used to having Funky Dineva, Al Reynolds, Claudia Jordan. So once they picked Armand, even Claudia said that it was kind of like how they did it. She didn't agree with picking him, how they picked him, and so it was like a sinking ship because you got to remember back when that show was going on, Funky Dineva would go live, and he would have about 10 or 15,000 people watching his live. He would literally go live as soon as when TJF would go live. He would have at least about 10 or 15,000 people watching his live, and so it was like a losing battle. And then, in my humble opinion, the flow of the show it did not work because then they tried to get extremely political, and it just didn't feel what Armand was trying to bring to the show. It just didn't feel right with the cast of the people on the show. I think if it was a show, and if he just started fresh and they build the audience up, they build the people up, they build the foundation as Armand, Claudia, and Al, then maybe it would have worked. But because it was already an established show with a host and the fans loved this particular host, and he left the show and it was in messy stuff, it was just all around messy. But Armand wasn't the reason why the show got canceled. It was a lot of stuff that was going on. Armand was just caught in the crossfire of that whole entire situation. Um, they said Callie have the hardest bar test. I agree. I do believe that. So when it came to that, so I just want to make sure that I want to apologize to Claudia. So the situation that happened when Armand came on the show, uh, the stalker was like, "You always trying to you can't say that Milagro not the best. Why can't she say that?" It is he didn't say that Milagro can't say that she the best. The thing is what Milagro did, Milagro gave a backhanded nasty compliment, and she went on a rant to dilute the success or to dilute what Armand Wiggins was doing. And it's sad. Now when it comes to the whole situation of the list, um, even if the list is fake, and I can do a little bit more research on the list, see who's the program director, and call, and I could definitely do some more digging in this situation. That's easy to do. Pick up the phone, send an email, and to see if they comment on the list to see if it's true or not. But let's just say the list is fake. Let's just say it's a fake list. It went viral. It went viral and people started to see Armand in that light, like, oh, this is dope, and people started seeing it because it went viral on social media. So regardless if it's fake or not, it went viral and it had the people talking. They said, to be honest, Armand's star power is muffled on Fox Social. It was definitely he couldn't be himself, and everybody's not meant to do a panel show. Everybody's not meant to do a show, and it's difficult when you're dealing with a show when a host leaves a, a show. It's difficult unless you just an established brand, been around for decades, like The View. They do real good. Still been on television, or it's all new hosts that's been up for a minute. It's real good. Um, okay, so the list that we're talking about. I'm sorry, the list that we're talking about. It was a Hot 97 list of hosts, potential people of that was being considered being on Hot 97 radio show, a morning show. And they had names of people on the list. And Armand Wiggins' name was on the list. It said his occupation YouTuber, and they said and his salary would have been $250,000. That was the list that went viral on X. I apologize. Usually I'd be on my laptop. I can screen share all this stuff, but because I'm on my phone, I can't do it. But I can explain it to you. So hopefully everybody's updated. Is everybody good? Everybody updated on that? That's the situation with the list. With the list. So yeah, so I went on my show, and not even when that live was done, I got a text that said he live playing Armand Wiggins content. And I when I'm done watching Armand Wiggins live, I go rewind back to the Stalker page, and he's playing Armand Wiggins content. When I'm on there, he he playing uh my content on there, and didn't send a cash app. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. Oh, he posted the list on his wall. Let me see. I think I think he posted it. I think it was like yesterday he posted it. It was like yesterday he posted it. Let me double check. I don't think he posted on his YouTube wall, did he? But I know I had posted on my X account and give me a second. It had on there Gabby B, it had the ESSO, some media prints for 150,000. They had another person on there, ESSO from Bad Fuel. Then that's the affiliation from Bad Fuel. They said 250,000. Then there was another person that was on the list. Brooklyn is it Typist Brooklyn? Worked for the TSB. 150,000. Zaddy Will Art 130,000. I think it was like Ramdale Smith, Independent, 100,000. Lena Harris, journalist, 100,000. Need NWO Sparrow, journalist, 150,000. Then they had Armon Wiggins on the list, YouTube, 250,000. Then they had Rory and Maul. They had a podcast, $1,000,000. Then they had Ray, Hot 97, 200,000. They had Trent, iHeart, 850,000. And Roxy, they had her on there, iHeart, they had 150,000. So they had them on the list. So a lot of people saw the list and we were talking about it. We were talking about it. Now we will keep y'all update on the case in this whole situation with this restraining order. We will keep y'all updated on that. Okay. Sorry I didn't go live last week, but I could go live on my other phone now, so we good. Let's see how the update on that. But this whole situation, I think I might have to be very careful because this person is crazy. They said yes. They said real or not, real fake. It's a big deal and an honor. They said fuck definitely F the show up. I was a faithful watcher, and once it up, it was never the same. Fucking have been regretting that ish ever since. Yeah, because the way how he left the show, it was just terrible. It was like it was real terrible. And then Claudia was saying that Armon Wiggins doing the same work and was getting a pay cut. Armon Wiggins took a pay cut to do the show, and I have to apologize again. I was wrong because I led the charge of all of that videos I was making about him and this whole situation with Fox Soul. I was leading the charge on that. I was like one of the leading voices and criticizing Armon, leading the train or criticizing Armon Wiggins with this whole situation with Fox Soul. And I got into it with Claudia, then what's the girl name? Flame Monroe and I got into it. Flame Monroe said you gotta look straight into the camera in order to be on Fox Soul. I don't know. Can I find that clip? Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Give me a second. If I can find it. Let me see. Is this it? It's see. I'm trying to see if I can find it. If y'all can find that clip. Okay, you're gonna call me. Thank you. I'm glad you're over your feud with Claudia because I do feel she gets a bad rub. Yes, I'm glad that you said that. I'm doing my boyfriend hair. Okay. Wait, when did I do this live? Dang, I did that on January 10th, 2024. I didn't even dig. That's what I was for my website heavy. See, I was leading a charge on there. I gotta find. We was on Instagram. I don't even know if this was the live, but I'll have to dig through my archive. I gotta dig through my archive. Yeah, but me and her was going at it. She was like, "What are the requirements to be on Fox Soul? You gotta look directly in the camera. You gotta look straight into the camera." I'm like, "Did Fox Soul say that? That's discrimination and blah blah blah." It was a mess. It was a mess, and then I went on a whole manic rant against Claudia, and it was like that one particular episode had to been about 10. That had to been about 10 hours. Talk about my boy. That's my brother. Why do y'all keep saying boyfriend? That's not my boyfriend. That's my brother. That is my brother. And it was like a 10 hour episode, and then Claudia came on the show. If I can find that, let me see if I can find that. Hold up. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. This was like last year. Y'all be nice to me. Where is it at? Is this it? No, that was. Oh, I did a short. Dang. This episode, when was this? This was 1 year ago. Let me see if I can find it. Can't be on Fox because you gotta look straight in the camera. Then it said that you work out in the gym, me, that Playboy was watching, and then you're going next door to the donut shop. There is no donut shop next door at all, which is all I can release my medical records of the weight loss that I have lost. And you said I have not lost no weight at all, which was another lie. And I gained the weight back. You're stopping my bag and harming me financially by saying because he can't look straight in the camera and Claudia got some pull in the network, you can't be on my soul. This to me is it's just really slander. So the only lawyer I know was to talk to the black attorney general, Ben Crump, and I tagged him. I'm like, do I have a case here? Do I have any lawyers in the house? Do I really have a case here? Because blankly they admitted it on Instagram. Like, where's my legal options here? Because then she said, I want you to kiss my private parts. That's what playing her genitalia to kiss it, the scrotum area. She also said that. And Claudia, an employee of Fox Corporation, was sitting there laughing. I just don't understand this. And this is supposed to be the person that y'all want to do a political show? How dare Flame on Rose? Oh, I remember that. I remember that. And then people was like, "You supposed to be you supposed to be a sit down comedian, and you can't take a joke." And I'm like, it didn't bother me. I'm just doing content, so I didn't roast her. I came and I took the victim. I took the white woman victim. I took a Karen, and I wanted to get all political. I was to get all political, child. Oh my gosh. Yes, this that was literally last year. Last year. I sound like when I'm like in Chicago or like in a better climate, like here it's so dry. Like you gotta lubricate your vocals. Like I sound like I smoke cigarettes when I'm in Vegas. Like Vegas, my voice sounds so much rougher in Vegas versus me being in Texas or Chicago. This Vegas weather, this is a very dry place, very very dry place. So my voice is very rougher. Okay, but it's not as rough but and all that, and it all depends on like the mic and different stuff like that. But yeah, but this I could just tell where I was at just by the background, and I had on my Wiley Show T-shirt. I miss all that stuff. so so yeah, then this is the thing that gets me, y'all, and make sure when y'all see this, y'all donate, cause like the stalker was like, yeah, he in a shelter and he doing all that stuff. So what? I have shelter. So you want me to be out on the street? It's a situation where a Nickelodeon star that he's white, he's homeless, and they help him getting off the street to get into a motel room. Now, a person that was living on the street, I can tell just by looking at him that he need help, not just housing. He need mental help. He needs to know how to balance a checkbook, and he probably need a conservative. So his mom said, if y'all know the actor name, y'all could comment in the chat. His mom said that he don't know how to balance a checkbook. Um, he don't know how to balance like a checkbook and stuff. So he need help with that. So get into they had helped him get into a motel. And I feel bad for him because it's like so many people, like for even for myself, I'm like on all these waiting lists for housing and all that type of stuff. No, I didn't say I want you to be on the street. What? No, I didn't say I want you to be on. I don't want nobody to be on the street. That's a terrible feeling. You're on the street. So he was like, yeah, he in shelter and shelter. He's in a shelter. I'm like, okay, hey man, what you want? Do you want me to be on the street? And Kevin Spacey, like, what gets me with him? You wasted all your money and then you did a lot of bad stuff. But do I want him to be on the street? No, that's a bad feeling, man. When I tell you, I over like talking about it. When I had got out of jail last year, when I was on the street, sleeping on the street, I was over it. I was over it. I was like, this is like the bad thing ever. And because I had a job at first, and then if you know anything, when you working for somebody, taking care of somebody, if they go in a hospital or go into a facility, the money stopped. So I'm like, oh man, and that was really good because I'm like, oh, I can get a place and all that. But I was like, that's why I was like, I need another client, um, because if the person goes to the hospital or something, your money stopped right there. I'm like, oh my gosh. I could do YouTube too. I can come back and do it full time and stuff like that, and just get the equipment, just go full fledged in it and everything, and do it. And do some other topics and stuff. Because the narrative already started. So as I tune into my YouTube, you just talking about Armon. It's so much other stuff that's going on in the world. I knew that narrative was going to start again. But it's mutual to talk about him because I want to talk about him. Okay? I said a lot of us need parents we never had. That is so true. That is so true. I can't believe that you have been in Las for over here already have time for. Yes, I've been in Vegas for over a year. Time moving by super fast. And don't get me wrong, like Vegas, like with my mental health treatment, it's been well. You know what I'm saying? It's been good. So it's not like I'm not on my meds or anything. I thank God for that, and that I was able to get the treatment and get my doctor appointments and stuff like that. I thank God for that because I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make sure I keep, because that's like one of my top priorities was to get a job and to prioritize my mental health. That was one of my priorities. Uh, but sometimes when I'm on the medicine, sometimes I sleep very, very heavy, where I sleep the whole day because once you're on the medicine, some days I could get up and all that, put the water on my face and take a shower and all that, be able. But some days depression try to kick in, and then the medicine stuff like that, and they're trying to see if I'm gonna go on some other medicine as well. And so anytime I'm trying. So that's been my top priority, is to make sure that I'm stable mentally. Because if you're not stable mentally, you can get a job, you won't be able to keep the job because you're not stable mentally. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. That makes sense. So now that I'm good, feeling good and stuff like that, and everything, because like now when I take my medicine tonight, um what I would have to do is I would have to like pretend like this is a job and be like, oh, you gotta go on YouTube, you gotta clock in. Maybe because when I had the job with my client, I was there on time every day. I work 7 days a week, on time every day, because I put that in my mind. Like I took my medicine around like 7 or 8 o'clock, got up, took a shower, got to do it, worked the 4 hours, and came home. I'm not stuck here. I'm not stuck here. I'm not gonna say I'm stuck here. Do I want to be in Vegas? No, it's not a lot of resources uh, in jobs either. Because I've been on Indeed, I've been on another site, I've been calling. Um, I had one interview and didn't get a call back. So that goes, and I keep applying. You know what I'm saying? I applied. It was one job. They had so many. They had like four open shifts, not four open shifts, four open positions. I applied for all four of them. So you know how that goes. I applied for all four of them. Did I ever go to a temp agency? No, I went to the employment office, like they have the employment agency. But I can just look into the temp agency and see that. That's a good point. And see, I can like Google like a temp agency and stuff. And then I still have the YouTube. I just have to be faithful and just post more on here and all that good stuff. But I prioritize my mental health because like that was like the thing. Like, I want to prioritize that and like make sure that's good because I'm thriving mentally. Like I'm not in the same bad space like I was last year, because I was watching a video on last year, and when I tell you that I'm just a different man because I'm medicated and I'm healthy now. Um, it was a video somebody posted, two videos when I was in Texas. This was like last year. Wow, it was last year, and the police was called. Um, and, and when I tell you, I wasn't in the best place mentally, so I really wasn't. I really wasn't. It was just too much for me. It was too much for me, and I'm not going to say I need to be in a facility, or because at one point I said that, I said let me just go to a facility and stuff like that, um, and all that. And I was like, I don't think I need that. Because once I'm on the meds, I'm good. I just have to stay on the meds, and we are staying on it. Amen. Because I've seen the shift from like last year to like now, and I love it. I've seen the shift from last year to like now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it's like a difference and stuff. So, but I do appreciate for the services that have reached out to me in Vegas, stuff like that, like on the housing, and it's like a waiting list. It will take a miracle from God, because you gotta understand, I'm a single black man, and it's a lot of black women with children. So of course they priority like family and all that. So it was an organization that reached out to me. It was like an independent housing. Um, And one of the requirements was you got to do the Bible class on Sunday. And I said, "Is this free?" It was like, "No, it costs $600." I said, "Is it a private room?" They said no. And the reason why I don't want a roommate, child, when I tell you I had a bad experience with the roommate situation at this place that I was staying, and they had me in with the guy. First, he was cool. He cut my hair. I paid him to cut my hair. It was a cool vibe. And then one day he just snapped. "Don't be going through my stuff. Don't be going through my stuff. And my name is," I said, "Sir, I'm not no sir. My name is blah 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 blah." Just cussed me out. And then he told the people at the front desk that uh he told the people at the front desk that I was wearing his clothes, and the people didn't believe it. It was like, "Marquise, like, he don't bother a soul. I don't talk to nobody. I don't bother a soul, and all he do," and then he told them, "All he do is sleep." Yeah, you be on some medication, because I was just like on, like, literally getting the medication in my system, so it had me sleeping, drooling at the mouth. It had me sleeping. I'm on medicine. It had me sleeping. What else to do? I didn't have no job. I was on probation. What else to do but to sleep? I was applying for jobs. I would literally, like clockwork, get on my phone, apply for jobs, stuff like that. Then next thing you know, the medicine be in me, and I'm like, so I was like, so I had got out of that situation. I was like, oh, I need to have like my own room. You know what I'm saying? At least have my own room. So that's the thing with the whole independent living. Like, you gotta make sure you have the right one. Then there was another organization that reached out to me for independent living. When you in the house and you have a roommate and a roommate. So I'm just seeing how it goes and stuff like that. And they'll help you with moving costs, but you still have to pay the $600 a month for the room. I was like, "Man," they said, "Private room?" They said, "No, you just share a twin size bed, and you just had a twin size bed." That's how that goes. Um, the disabled music band together. Really? What is that talking about? Is there? They said my phone's acting weird. I can't send a super chat, but I sent you a cash app, just a little something for Christmas. Thank you so much. And I love, like, this was like the holidays, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was like, "Can you go back home?" Um, I don't know if I want to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I will only go back home if I can get a therapy and I'm able to get my meds and I'm able to go to my appointments and stuff, if it's the same thing that I have here. Because what I don't want to do is move to a different place and then I'm not on the meds. I can't get my refills. I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? So wherever I go, like my therapist, when I was in therapy, she said you have to make sure that you call to get all your services, to get all your medicine, to get all your thing, because you don't want to be in a place where you're not on the medicine. Somebody said I have an independent home. Where are you willing to live? Send me an email. Send me an email. Because if I could just still do my show, I could definitely do an independent. If I have to have my own room, so I could do my show. I know I can't be all loud doing that night, be all loud like that. But just talking Zooms and doing my show. So you can send me an email at wileyshow@gmail.com, and so we can talk and stuff. Because I can leave. Because at one point I didn't want to leave. I didn't, because what I didn't want to do, I didn't want to be on probation, and I did not want to be on probation and move to a different place on probation. I didn't want to do that. I definitely did not want to move to no Chicago on no probation. I did not want to do that. I wanted to be clear of that. So when I started getting off probation, I was like, okay, I can move around. I felt free, and ever so I can move around to different place. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put nobody address in the system where I have to do that. I didn't want to do none of that. I wanted to be off that. So once I got off probation, I said, oh, I can move out of the state. You know what I'm saying? So that was the reason why I didn't leave immediately, because I was like, oh, I'm on probation. They said when you get set up, I may have opportunity in Houston for you, or maybe here in about a year. Okay, thank you for that. And I'm gonna keep going live because y'all be encouraging me to go live and stuff like that. And then when y'all don't see me, just know the medicine is working. Y'all be having me sleepy, and I don't want to be on the show. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Wiley Show and all that type of stuff. And Tasha, and then the stalker did this to Armon, and then Kelly Rowland, and I'm drooling because I'll be waking up, and I gotta tell my psych doctor, I'm like, I be drooling, I be like drowsy, and I'm like, and the medicine is working real good because I sleep real good and stuff like that, and you know, that's one of the signs, stuff like that. And I sleep and eat real good. So I don't want to be on the show like that because it was once like yesterday. Was it yesterday or last week? Like last week, I was gonna do the live, and I was drowsy. I was drooling. I said, "What? I cannot. Y'all is not about to drag me on the internet. Yeah, what's up, YouTube? And deal with us." And I would like literally go to sleep. Like I could be up reading my book, and next thing you know, I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up. It's time for me to take my medicine again. I done slept the whole day. It's just like I'm like an old person when I sit down and it get like real quiet and stuff like that. I take a shower, oil up. Next, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read my books. I got my Kindle because my client had bought me a Kindle, and I'm reading my Kindle. Next thing you know, I woke up and I'm like, oh man, the sun was down. It was around like 8 or 9 o'clock. Then I took my medicine again and went back to sleep. So that'd be like the thing, like on YouTube, like with YouTube, you gotta be entertained and you can't be all drowsy and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all don't say, well, one day I'm gonna show y'all this example. Can I show y'all this example one day when I'm all drowsy and stuff like that? I come on the air. So y'all can see it. So y'all know I'm telling the truth. I come on the air and be all drowsy and stuff like that, drooling at the mouth and stuff like that. Maybe y'all will donate more. Maybe so. Who knows? And then the stalker go do it alive and pick me in the thumbnail. I can't have that. I can't have that. They say that downside antidepressants is sleepy and hungry worse than the weak. Yes, that's like one of the downfall. And they have me so hungry. And here they don't feed you double, triple meals. They don't. They feed you breakfast. They don't feed you hot meals for breakfast. They feel and so I have to eat because I'm on medicine and it makes it increase my appetite. That's how I gain the weight because it increased my appetite. That's one of the downfalls of it. So that's my story. That's my story. But I love y'all. Don't get me wrong. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have been such a blessing to me. That I can come on here and chit chat with y'all and all that. And we will be at a place where we could be able to do the show full time and stuff like that. It was a situation and somebody was banging on my wall and I was doing the show, but obviously better now. They said don't compare it that way. Yes, other people experience that without medicine. It's helping you, and that's all that matters. Yes, it's helping me. It is helping me. I will tell you that it is helping me. I have better relationship. I'm able to rebuild relationships. I love this medicated version. Like my life, I'm able to get on the phone with my mom. I don't have these weird conspiracy. I'm able to talk to family and communicate and not do too much. You know what I'm saying? It really helped me. It really, really helped me. I know I have burnt a lot of bridges with a lot of people. I know I did. I know because of my mental health. And I have to prove myself to people that I'm much, much better. Most people now, they just look at my YouTube to see if I'm better or not. Because they don't have no other communication with me because I don't call people and stuff like that. Like I told my mom, I don't even be on the phone long with my mom. I be on the phone with her for about 60 seconds and best 2 minutes. That's the relationship. Hey, how you doing? Hey, so she'll know that I'm still breathing. Say, hey, I love you. I'm breathing. So I don't be on the phone for like 16 hours, 8 hours a day. I don't have that type of relationship. I wish I did have a relationship with my little one, so you be on the phone for hours, stuff like that. But I don't. So at least, but I thank God that I'm able to call and she's know that I'm still breathing and stuff like that. And so that's I love that. But at max, we'll be on the phone for about 2 minutes. But at least it's every day. I call every day, every day. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I love you. I love you. That's a bust. And that's the touch base to keep it moving. That's what I have. That's what I have. And I have y'all. And I talk to the internet people because y'all call me when I'm on live, and I answer, and I'll talk to y'all because y'all my people and stuff like that. And uh, so it's dope. Like I love that. Like I love that when I get on the phone with y'all be like, Wiley, you going live? Wiley, it's gonna be okay. Do this. You could just call me, and I don't call my audience. Y'all call me when y'all don't hear from, which is a good thing. So I love that I get calls across the country, and y'all call to see how I'm doing. So I love that. Thank you for doing that. And when you don't see me, just call my number. Be like, hey, Wally, how you doing? Is everything okay? Is you good? And I get on the phone and talk to you. I don't call y'all because I know everybody be busy and stuff like that. Even if people say, Wally, call me, I don't. And I be sitting down, read my book, sleeping. And I mean, I'm getting a deep, deep, deep sleep. Like when I tell you this medicine be having me dreaming. Wait a minute, somebody calling me right now? Hold on, y'all. Hello.
Hey, Wally, this is this Icon from New York.
I'm surprised how you able to call me, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But go ahead, Icon. It's good to hear from
I guess I
you.
beat the code.
you have beat the call.
I wanted, I wanted to say thank you so much for going live. When you're not live, like I was like, OMG, it's boring. Like seriously. And then we have no other choice to watch the other people that's live. But I prefer you. You're my number one.
Thank you.
I kid you not.
Thank you.
I was in your bushes earlier when you had Armon on, but I was going to work. So I can't really call in. I just want to say that I love that you guys, worked it out. Like, this is what I want to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I want to see. You guys work together. Like, bygones be bygones. I do want to say this. For Millie to not be to be happy and then so say towards Armon for the alleged Hot 97. Hopefully he do get it. I mean, it was nice. It was nice, nasty. But she's a Scorpio. I'm surprised she even gave her input. Normally you would just pay it. Like she always say, charge it to the game. I'm surprised that she showed the world her feelings that she wasn't named. You know what I'm saying? Because she normally say charge it to the game.
Right. And then you got to understand that Malago got a lot of stressors. One of the main stressors is financially. She ain't got to say it. I know.
Yeah, but don't the streets say Rock Nation is under Hot 97 with Charlemagne? Or you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
So how could you be a part of how could your name be a part of that? But I'm just saying I don't know. But
and then who want her name? And Claudia brought this point up, and you can give your commentary. She said, "Who want to hire her when she posted an adult entertainment video of a celebrity and it was false? So who would want to hire her on a radio show when doing something like that?"
I'm glad you brought that up because once again I was at work, so I missed this one.
Yeah,
and I do want to play devil advocate though. Armon do have past history with OG, so could they bring that up? But I'm just saying.
Yeah, but my thing is like, I'm glad you brought that up because Armon was live and he had an opportunity with Claudia. They did a show. They taped the show and everything. And the producers or the advertisers said no, we can't work with Armon because of this. We can't work with him because he did this and because of this. It was like some bad stuff with the Cardi stuff. And so they look at that stuff. So it's funny that you said that. He had lost the opportunity with Claudia. And he admitted it. And then Claudia was when it shared. We would have not known it until Armon shared it with us on his show. So, these people, they watch stuff like that.
Absolutely, they watch it. And people don't forget. I just want everyone to win. And everyone is not perfect. People are going to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. But my thing is, you can't be like, or you can't be so hood, not trying to say Millie, but you can't be so hood and then trying to go corporate. Because isn't Hot 97 corporate?
Hot 97 is corporate. And you can't cuss on radio.
It's corporate.
You cannot cuss on radio.
So, I mean, and I like Millie down. I listen to her every time she's on Station Head. But I want to say this. Millie can redeem herself.
Oh, yeah,
she just has to tone it down just a little.
She's going to have to tone it down. She's going to have to tone it down.
Get her YouTube page
monetized.
Get that page, like Tasha K said, monetized on your website. People that's going to be there for you is going to be there for you.
And she definitely need a website because she got the audience, and she need to do all that stuff on her website, and then be the corporate Milagro, because we know she could be corporate because she sat down with the people at the CBS Miami, and she didn't say not one cuss word. So we know she can do a show without cussing. And if I was her,
it's no wrong to have different demographics.
It's no wrong to have different.
You could be a hood on Station Head, and then do your thing.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like, even she could do the crimes, not the crime. The law and crime, going to court cases. She should do that because she needs to tap into an audience. You may lose. Like, remember when I left the B sector and all the B sector people left and then watch, and then you built.
And then you went on Celebrity.
Yeah, and then you have built a new audience, so a new audience came. So now most of y'all don't even remember me being up where in the B sector.
Because they were talking about you the other day, sidebar, about you named it the Section 8.
Yeah, the Section 8. I'm like, they always talk about it. That's family, but over there, over there, it's you can't really drag over there like you used to. They just doing to like look what they do on the limit. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I know. But I did want to say this. There's no shade. I used to throw shade. I know I said this before. I used to throw shade towards Armon, but it was behalf of, I like Wiley. Like, but it was fun shade. It wasn't that serious. I don't want to pull up. I'm like, I'm not stalking X, Y, and Z. But I could put that aside. Armon is well talented down.
Yes.
I can't tell you when last. I'm from New York. I can't tell you when last I listened to Hot 97. And I kid you not. Let Armon go on Hot 97. I bet you I'll be tuning in. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I'll be tuning in, yes. Because, like, Hot 97 need new blood. Like, they need people to tune in. The reason why they canceled that morning show is because it had low ratings. If that show had high ratings, they would not have canceled that show. No shade.
Armon is very talented and he could hold the crowd.
Very talented. And once he get on radio, he don't need to be responding to people, hitting people links. It's a different vibe.
And like you mentioned, he could hold a conversation. He could talk without cussing.
He could talk without cussing.
Used to that because that's how he trained himself for his YouTube.
Yeah, he could absolutely. And he could still do his show, do his podcast. He could still, you know what I'm saying? Because you own that. That's you. I don't think he should ever leave.
That's in that contract. I could still have my YouTube.
Yeah, to still do my YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah, it's definitely needed. In Milagro's sense of it, she cussed too much, so she would have to prove that she could do a show without cussing. And she cussed a lot. She can do it. She just needs to do it now so she can practice and doing it if she want to go mainstream. Because what she said, oh yeah, they know me, but because I'm black, bro, they let Armon Wiggins get like no, like I wouldn't even put that out there and say that you black, but I don't know why she put that out there because I don't
Yeah.
necessarily think that
I'm
she's.
surprised she did because normally she would have charged it to the game.
Yeah, I don't. I just think she's going through a lot financially, and what Megan is doing is appealing this. So if she win in an appellate court, then Milagro is some bad stuff.
But isn't the winos doing a fundraiser? Isn't Tasha K doing a fundraiser? She
It's
said she's
still
gonna
not
have that
they
linked up.
didn't donate like that. No, she need
I
at
haven't
least.
clicked it. It's nothing. What?
She need like 300, 400, 500,000, 600,000 because when you seeing a person that's trying to go to the appellate court trying to appeal, that's telling you like they think
It's
like
gonna cost more money.
it's gonna cost more money, and then you know what I'm saying. Let's just say they come out and say, yeah, you are not media. You know what I'm saying? What if they strike that down? What the jury said, or what the court said? So you know, so
and hopefully they don't.
hopefully they don't
But you
because
just
she don't
never
have the
know.
money. It's kind of sad because she don't have the money to fight this. It was a blessing that she had lawyers that took her case and all of that. But they dropping her now because they want to get paid. They don't want. They not gonna
Yeah,
be
they got
the
the
publicity,
publicity
but they're
now
not
for the
gonna
get out
fight
of
in
it.
all the
Yeah.
other ends and stuff like that because they still got to feed their family and stuff. So I just think like the reason why she went on this rant against Armand, she's going through a lot financially. I can tell she's going through financial. She's not herself. Like even on her show, she's not herself. I don't know. I've
Can I
she's just not Millie.
can I say this real quick,
Yeah.
Bobby? When I was going to work, I was listening to you, but I couldn't really call on the talk. But I was thinking, people are saying that I'm hearing an echo. Is that me or
No,
can
that's
you
probably
hear me?
me. But go ahead.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that they have gatekeepers in the world,
They
right?
do have gatekeepers.
And you
Yeah.
guys are saying new media, so therefore, if Armand Wiggins' name is out in the atmosphere to be a host on Hot 97, hopefully it comes true.
Absolutely. Because that
Why
opens that.
why talk it down? Because he can open doors for new media. You get what
Yes,
I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. He can open
Yes,
the
I
doors
didn't
for new
like that
media,
part.
and that's what I told him. I told him that private, and I told him the public. That's doors open up for a lot of people. You know, that's coming from the YouTube space. Because let's be clear.
Right.
Remember back when they did the HBO special, they reached out to
Special,
Armand
yes.
because they didn't have Milagros information, and
I heard you say that.
he could have easily not gave the information, act like he didn't have the number, you know what I'm saying, or mention somebody else. How about you just mention somebody else, you know? But he put her on to that, and so right then and there, she should be thankful because you were put onto that documentary because of Armand Wiggins. So let's not act like he stole something from you. Like she was only covering one case. Her argument would have had a leg. It would have had strong legs if she was covering multiple cases and Armand came in and stole our idea and did it this way. Then I could say, oh, okay, you did steal that from Milagro. But Milagro only covered one case and she was a friend of the family. So, and then she
Yeah.
stopped after that. She stopped. She didn't cover no more cases after that.
And I think she should continue covering cases.
And that's her niche. She should continue to
She take notes. Remember with the president, she had a notebook.
she knows.
Should she auction off that notebook? I think she mentioned it a couple
Because
months ago.
it's cases all around. Like she should definitely. If I were her, I would ask your audience to help you with the money to go to different states and cover cases. Go to L.A., go to New York, even in her hometown in Texas. Because I know it's cases is going around, and you could bring awareness with your audience and make it juicy. Talk about cases that we typically won't even talk about. And you may get local coverage because remember the whole thing with the YouTubers, and I think I got to see when his case coming out.
Even you made a name,
I
right?
did. Yeah, I surely did. And I was on probation, baby. I went on that dude. You could, I been on there. I act like I ain't even do nothing about them YouTubers, but I went on. But I went on there and I got I was on the news.
All the publicity.
I was getting
mainstream.
I was getting all that publicity. I was all that publicity. I'll get because I literally went to the courthouse. I'm in the shelter. I went to the courthouse. Google, and I was like, oh, this is the same courthouse that I'm at. that got like my cases and stuff. So I'm gonna go there. So I went there and I saw the media there, and I said, "Yeah, I know some about the YouTubers. But baby, they got them cameras around, and I was everywhere. Surely did.
So, quick, sorry to cut you off. I want to know. So, is the B sector going to take foot into this, being that the B sector Youssef, are they going to go to the courthouse and cover the case? I mean, this is what's
They're
in
not gonna do
now.
that. They're not gonna do that
Oh,
unless somebody live that way Yusuf live. Like wait, he's
in
in
the area.
Texas or
He's
is
from Atlanta, if I'm not
okay?
mistaken.
He's in Atlanta, so probably if a B sector person live in Atlanta, they'll probably go. But I don't see Yusuf really having a juice in the B sector like they care to go to the court. If this was like VS, then of course they would. You know
Okay.
they went to the courts for VS because VS had legs in this B sector. Yusuf,
Yeah.
he's they could say he's B sector, but he's not really that popular or popping in the B sector.
Got it.
He's just not. Cause like when they said it, I'm like, wait a minute, he ain't that. And the only one person really covered it was Brianna in the B sector.
And And sorry to catch up again, Wiley, because you haven't really been live, or I probably haven't called them because I was at work. But Yusuf, did Tasha K talk about this
No.
with Yusuf? I'm surprised because he was a guest on her show when she had the singing contest.
No, she ain't gonna talk about that. She should. But
Not gonna
she.
talk
I
about
didn't see her
that.
talk about that. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares about Yusuf. Like nobody cares about him at all. And it's really sad what he's been charged with. And if I was in Atlanta,
I
I
know.
would go and I would juice it up and stuff like that. But it's disgusting. Like man, like because I don't remember him. Maybe he was in the B sector when I left and all that, but I don't remember him in the B
Yeah,
sector like
he's
that.
way after you.
Yeah, because I'm like
Yeah.
I don't remember him. They kept saying he
He's
beat.
not even in high school yet. He's still in junior high school.
Yeah, he in the B sector. I'm like, what? Like this ain't no Fat Babe. This ain't no Key with the T. This ain't no Sean Brad. Like, where was he at? Because you know, people be saying people B sector and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And the B sector is changing. Like right now they get jealous of people numbers, especially Lemon. And let me say this real quick before I'm gonna just say this for free. Lemon be bringing a lot of people on his platform and they be stabbing him in his back.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't listen. He is still bringing the same people over on the platform because you know people jealous of his numbers.
Yeah.
So the B sector is kind of changing. It's not the same. And what's going to happen if they keep doing that? It won't be no B sector because
I
like
agree.
he on his third channel or fourth channel.
Yeah, they have so many. They lose so much channels on the B sector. Like, how could you guys grow?
It's like
You
what?
keep losing your channels.
Yeah, it's like what? Because I seen NASA interview Rico about.
Rico, I missed that one, but yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing. He was talking about the guy that had licked on him when he didn't bathe and shower and stuff like that.
I heard Pastor talk about it and everything.
But yeah, but most gays they don't care and stuff like bathing and all. A lot of gays do. If you want to get in there and do all that stuff, you do all that. Especially if I've been in gyms and stuff, it be all hot in the sauna and you be doing. I've personally have done that, but now I've grown and I haven't. And that's one thing that if I were to move to New York, I know. And Rico, and I told Rico, I said, Rico, we could be in a relationship, we could do anything, but we got to work and do the show. Because I'm like, Rico, why you delete your channel? This man deleted his whole channel.
What crazy? He could have sold the channel. It was monetized?
Yeah, it was monetized. He deleted it. He talking about he want to get out of it. Because Rico will say this, I want to get out of the B sector. And then I look up, you on that channel, you back in the B sector. If you want to leave, you have to leave. Like I left the B sector, and then every blue moon, if I see somebody live, and the reason why I don't hit they link, because I don't know what they be talking about. If I don't have people in my ear telling me this person like really, really boo, I don't be knowing nothing that be going on in the B sector. One thing I do if I see Brianna live, I'm like, hey Brianna, I just say hey, but I won't click the link because I'm just gonna talk about myself because I don't know anything what these other people talking about because I don't know the storylines. I don't know the stuff. When I left the beach, I left before. What was that? Before the pandemic. Yeah, that was like a little
Yeah.
before in the beginning of the pandemic. I had left, and it had changed dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they were smart, like if they were smart, they should cover use of case and go to the court and cover it and all that stuff. It's just really sad because they didn't even cover the case. Oh no, she not B sector. I forgot her name. The one that was in what was she? The female? She went to jail. Diamond is that her name?
On Toxic Diamond.
Yeah, because she was in jail for a long time.
Her daughter punched her in her face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's a mess. That's a mess. And she was doing good. What happened to Sweet Pea Diaries? Does she still do videos?
Sweet Pea Diamond. I don't even know. I don't follow those people, but
Because I know
she
she
was
had went
covering
to
the
jail, and
intoxication.
that was nasty. Because she was running from the police. I'm like, that was
But she was
nasty.
covering intoxication. Cardi B heavy. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they say he's sober now. Maybe he will actually see what's going on. Yes, I don't know what the B sector even is, to be honest. I just know Marcella stands to be. Yeah, yeah, the B sector is like YouTubers that post body
For
shot.
each other.
Yeah, read each other and stuff like that. It was
Like
much.
dox each other.
Yeah, dox each other. It was
Like
much
pull
better
up at the
back in the
church.
day because if we was all
You
on
didn't
camp,
like pull up at your church.
they would pull up at the church. Oh, it was a mess. If I was in the big sector, with the thing, but one thing I can say about the big sector for me, when I was going through my Walmart, they pretty much had my back. They was like, we know Wiley going through something. We know like it was family. It was just these new people that didn't know in the celebrity gossip. Wiley did this and Wiley did that. I'm like, oh child, y'all. And I want one day, even for that, I want to do a book and I want to do a documentary for that. Like I really want to get professionals and really like eat off that. So that's why I really want
Yeah.
Armon Wiggins to get a radio show and all that because you want to have friends that is in those spaces. Because one thing about Charlamagne, look how he brought his friends up and have them books deals. You see,
Yeah.
he leveraged, and now he signed like a $200 million deal. And you want that, you should be happy for because you got to think towards the future. Like, let's go even go back when we did the show. I wanted that to happen. Still to this day, that show can come and it will change my life forever. And then they bring all of us
Shout out
back
to something
because life have happened for all of us. For all of us. I mean, life have been life. And my story would be no shade. It would be very entertaining because I've done so much. It would just be entertaining. But if from the show that what we taped, it would change my life ever. It would if some doors open up. So that's how I was like, and she still got the persons over the show still had that footage. Still have that footage. I
Yeah.
think still have that footage. I'm like, please release it. Put it on Tubi.
Or release it on YouTube.
Put release on YouTube or get a deal with Tubi. I was either YouTube or Tubi. Definitely. Yeah.
And I want to
And,
say this, Wally.
oh yeah, go ahead.
I used to. I don't want to use the word hate, but I used to not like when you weren't showing other people. You like. I used to not like when you didn't show people channel that you talk about, but I get it now because they could flag you any given day.
Every given day. That's how I don't play their
So I'm
channels.
used to you not showing. Yeah,
That's how I
that's
don't play their channel
crazy.
because they do because I remember one
And
time
the source will learn
they
because
do.
he just got flagged the other day, either by Bravo or some companies flagged him. So why take a risk and play your content or either
That's
a
crazy
mom
because like
content?
Bravo flag come, yeah, that is crazy. Like people do that stuff because me, just pay me and play it. I don't care. Like give me my coins, pay and stuff like that. But these people they would do all that type of stuff, and I'll be like, because I don't play these people content. No, I don't do it. I don't do all this type of stuff because they are flagged. I will never forget that brother Ben X and Young Pharaoh they did like a multi stream and I guess Young
Uh-huh.
Pharaoh fell out with Brother Ben X. And so he had flagged it. And Brother Ben X didn't know. It was like, why did you flag it when we both did this video together? We did, or it was, and they did a multi stream and he did that. And you already know where now look at Young Pharaoh. He not even, y'all pray for him. Y'all really pray for Young Pharaoh. And now, let's be shady a little bit. MC Shaky is out of jail, y'all.
What?
MC Shaky got out yesterday.
I haven't been on Diva in so long, so I don't even know.
I think it was like yesterday or
Okay.
day before yesterday. So I'm in the live, and she said, "Wiley, I saw your live, and you was being shady." I'm like, that was way back then. I went in the archive. I'm like, yeah, life is life. I wanted to tell her, baby, life is life for me now. And I'm still kind of hurt because like she went on Storm's show and then come on my show. You remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that.
She's supposed to go. Yep.
Yeah, she was supposed to come on my show, and I announced it, and then he had went on to interview her, and then now and I'm like, MC Shaky don't have to go back to jail because he got an audience, he got a personality, he could be a millionaire. He's writing a book. I hope he do stays current and stay out and just focus on that because he was doing so good talking about his prison stories. He was getting a lot of views, but you know, I've heard like once you start scamming, it get addictive.
It's addictive.
It's addictive. Yeah, MC Shaky is out, y'all. Yeah, MC Shaky is out.
But is he out? Is he out?
He in a halfway.
Like,
I think he's staying in a halfway house. I think he's in a halfway house now. I think.
But he did his whole time flat, or he's out on parole.
Oh, I don't. I can't. He did. I'll have to look at his court documents. I don't know if he's out on parole or not. That's a good thing.
If he is out on parole, he needs to take a page from your book because the streets is still messy. Because they can call your parole.
Yeah, he better not get into no beef. If I was him, I would do comedy skits. I won't try to get in a thing with celebrities until you off them papers. I would not try to get in no best. I would try to write your book. I was trying to, because when I was on probation and I listened to you, you even like, well, you need to tell your, I was like, I don't even want to tell my probation officer that I'm on YouTube. I don't want to open up the can of worms.
Let's give them a heads up.
So I'm just gonna act like, I like, Wiley, when you coming on YouTube? Because they was even talking about moderators. And Wiley's monetized. Why he don't go live? Y'all don't understand. I was on paper, so it could have been one nasty phone call, could have got me caught up in some mess and all that. And then people didn't even know. Like once I got off probation, I was shocked. I was like, okay, now I cut. And then now I'm so good now cutting up. I don't even know how to cut up no more almost. Because like even this whole thing that's going on with the stalker, I can really go in, but I'm so calm and cool, medicated. I'm like, I don't even know what to say about it. And don't get me wrong, he's an attractive. He's not an ugly person, so I'm not going to be a hater and say he's like a. The you donut.
The stalker, right?
The stalker.
Yeah. He's entertaining because when he be like having playing the music in the beginning of the show, it's entertaining.
Yeah. It's just
I just wish he'd calm down and humble. He needs to humble himself.
Yeah, he needs to humble himself. He needs to humble himself. Talk about I don't even like black dudes. I'm like, please, bruh, please. Stop it.
They did dox him, and we've seen his F video with Caucasian guys.
He probably do like Caucasian, but don't say you won't sleep with no black guy. Because most people that would say that they always say that if push comes to shove, you'll be getting in with a black guy. So like he probably do like. So like, but for me, when I was looking at him, I was like, dude, we was praying for him. And I had like I had a dream. Like I was like, man, just get it together. And then he flipped on me. He ran up against me because I was watching. Because like when I took my medicine, I was watching the video with him when he had ran up against Armon. So in my dream, I'm there in the video, and then I body slammed him. I grabbed him and I body slammed him. I said, keep your in the video. And so now I'm just reliving that video. And so I'm there, and so I grabbed her and our body slam, and we just getting in. It was like, yeah, you always just around my do that to me, wait, because he won't do it, you P word. And I'm fighting, then I was fighting security, and then I get pepper spray and all type of stuff. It was like I had a whole dream about it. Yeah.
The way that the doctors talk about the court, like he knows what he's doing. I'm glad Armon got 2 lawyers because he said he's going to keep Armon in court case for a long time. So.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The way he's talking, he seems like he knows what he's doing, but I could be wrong because I'm not a lawyer.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's if because you got people that know how to file this, file that. And that's why it's very important to get a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? so you don't get
And
tripped
then
up and
he
stuff
do
like that.
speak
So
to
it's
Emma Mitchell, if I'm saying her name right.
yeah, he got a little lawyer. His lawyer is beautiful, by the way, because she be working with Ben Crump, and I've learned this all from the Stalker channel because like he docked the lawyer, he posted what the lawyer was, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because
What the judge is found and all that.
mm-hmm. And it was just a dream because like when I saw the video, I'm like, because I dream a lot. Like if I read a book, I dream about the book, I dream about the characters, I dream a lot. This Madison had me dreaming a lot. Um, I really was dreaming. So when I saw that video, I went to sleep. Me and him got into it on the me and the stalker just got into it. I body slammed him. And I got pepper spray because it was like because they couldn't pull us apart. I'm a big dude, so I just go wow, throwing the cameras around and they pepper spray me and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a dream. Stalker, it was just a dream. It was just a dream. And then why like come on now, like let's stop it. I would love to. You know what? I would love to do a box. I'm broke, so how about me and the Stalker get in a ring? We sell tickets and
That would be great because he wanted a boxing challenge
yeah,
with
we do
Armon,
because
but
Orion's
but
not gonna
no,
do it.
no.
I do it because I need something to do. I could train. We could get in a gym. And we need to get like a promoter and stuff like that, and we could just do it in the
I'll be
ring
there for it.
and get a referee and all that type of stuff. I got a lot of frustration of like we just get in the ring and we just box.
Okay, I'll definitely show up. Of
Yes, it
course.
was because when I was watching, because I was watching, what was that? What was the Jake? Is it Jake Paul? Is that saying his name right? The boxing on Netflix.
Yeah, the one that was recently, right?
Yes, yes. So I was watching that. I was like, oh, he was so attractive. Woo, that man is so attractive. That boxer was so. I was like, oh, and I was watching it. So some because I had took my medicine since then. Sometimes I was like, man, I missed the match. I was like, well, I could just rewind it on Netflix. So I'm watching it. When I tell you, he knocked that man out and broke his jaw, and I'm like, I would love to just have a boxing match with the stalker. Be done with it. He ain't got to worry about going to court and all that time. He'll sit down, and if I lose, I lose. But I don't think I lose though. It will be real good. Get trained. I go to what Floyd Mayweather gym. Give me a trainer and train and stuff like that. We can sell tickets. Y'all buy tickets, and we should have it where how would it be? We can stream it on the app, like people pay, like or you can pay
Pay
on
per
Patreon,
show.
like a pay per view or stuff like that. So y'all are streaming stuff like that, and be done with it. And be done with it because
Okay.
yeah, they say
In
I
your
took
hometown or his hometown?
we could definitely
Or
do it.
just a
We could definitely. I would love to do it in LA. No shade.
okay.
Be right there. Let our
You want
bride be
LA
there.
time. Okay, you want that LA time.
Yes, I want that. Yes, they definitely do it, and just make the money. That's how I told you that my goddaughter is fighting. Oh yes, okay, okay, yeah, baby, we get other card, and she's sponsored by Golden Boy. I'm gonna have to talk to you, Queen, more. We got to talk
And
because
shout out to the producer that said, hey, Icon, I apologize. I'm in the bushes. Wasn't reading the chat. But hey, producers. I
yeah,
do want to say this, Dina. I'm speaking to the name of your audience, which is the producers. I want to know, do you think Armon coined the main character?
I think he did coin that. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cute to coin it. Okay.
might as well because they say
So
he
no
think
more
he's the
B&B
main
squad,
character.
or
I
it
think he
could be
need. I
both.
think he need to coin that. I think I definitely he definitely need to coin that. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to reach out to the stalker and be like, "You want to have a boxing match? You just have a boxing match. Just be done with it. Let's just have a boxing match. Let's just have a wrestling match. Let's last man standing. Let's do it. Come on, boy. Let's just do it. And I'm gonna see if he can go. Let's just do it. And if I knock him out, he gonna be too embarrassed to go and do it at the courthouse. He gonna be too embarrassed. I'm like, oh, you got knocked out by Wiley. And if he knocked me out, then of course, y'all. Oh, he knocked you out, Wiley. Oh. But if I knock him out, that he will never be able to come outside no more. homeless people, homeless people will be telling the person that not you. Like, yeah, we should see. They say he don't have that same energy in person. Really? Oh, okay. Somebody says Shaky is in the halfway house. Okay, but I just don't want him like back to empty Shaky. I don't want him getting no beef with nobody because if you're on parole, they can really.
But you know they're gonna troll.
They're gonna troll, yeah.
Especially with Digo girl.
Because they was telling him to go on TikTok. I think he would do big on TikTok. Doing his prison story, like story time on TikTok, he will get a nice corner on and then he should go live on TikTok. Because TikTok is not as toxic as Bingo. Arquez, he is okay. Arquez was live. He was turned up. I'm not gonna say Arquez is on the stuff and stuff like that. I just say he living a hard life. If he not careful, he got that rough look on him. Because he didn't always look that rough. That's life. That's all the drinking, bad relationships, and all that type of stuff. Because he was a snack back. You know what I'm saying? It was a snack. But he was on TikTok live. People was up there donating to him on TikTok live, like gifting him on TikTok live. He's doing good over there. And it's less drama.
I don't think he's on Bigo as much.
Yeah, because Bigo is so toxic. It is so toxic over there.
With Bigo, they're not really going to gift you if you're not messy. If you're not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll gift when he fights his ex and stuff like that, they'll gift.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. They want you to be violent. I don't want to be doing all that type of stuff. I don't want you to be doing all that type of stuff. Yeah. Because I don't think MC Shake. I think MC Shake should at least return fully once he's off parole. But he could be on parole for 2 years, 3 years,
or
5 years. He just better not get into no more fraud. Because like that was crazy to the fraud the work release program. That's correct. That was a nasty word. Like that's crazy. They help.
Like you said, it's addictive.
It's addictive. All that crafting and stealing stuff. It's hard to.
I know someone that go to jail like every other week or every week.
It's
like
crazy. It's crazy.
That's really so long.
It's crazy with all that stealing. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And and another thing, when I was listening to Rico live, I'm like, Rico, why do you tell your story times over? These people is gonna use you for a click of the view, and they're gonna reach, and he's gonna get under your skin. It's like he can't. I think if I was there with him, he would not be worried about the B sector. He would be more happy.
Yeah, he'd be worried about his matchup.
He'd be worried about his matchup and all that stuff because, like, I know how to cut the B sector on and cut it off. Because it doesn't bother me. Like, it gets under his skin. Them people, they don't get under my skin in the B sector. Because what more can you say about me in the B sector? Because you know what I'm saying. Y'all went to my family church. I've done it all. We will wear it all, and they always be talking about when the OG's coming back. I miss OG, baby. We tired.
Sidebar about the OG.
Okay.
VS was talking about you the other day. You guys were supposed to do something. I guess somebody that gets the name.
Yeah.
Surprised it was Armon was reached out to you.
She did, and she never told me a date. She never told me a date when to do it. She reached out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she said she was skeptical because she didn't want everyone to know or something like that, and then she never reached out. But that would be hot. Like,
but yeah, I didn't say that. I don't know how when she said she didn't want everybody to know. I didn't share it. I didn't say nothing about it.
No, she was empty. Like you probably would before it actually.
Oh my God! But I didn't. Because when with this was like weeks ago, that person reached out. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't say another word.
Yeah, but that would be dope. Like, bring the old.
Yeah, they need to bring the old shoe guy. They need to bring it back. They need to bring it back. And anytime you get around the holidays, that's when we cut up. That's like a tradition.
When they try to get up on you, Wiley?
Oh, Lord, I would never.
Christmas, right?
It was. I think that was Christmas, around like Christmas time. Either
Yeah.
Thanksgiving or Christmas. I would never forget that. Even when even the witch, even conscious when he turned against me
Uh-huh.
with all that, and then him and Tasha K fell out.
And she made her name from you. I learned her from you.
Yeah,
Two
I'm
regular
like,
ladies.
see, this is just a mess, a mess, a mess. I remember that. That was a mess. That Devon
And
Ray,
all the YouTube, all the content creators was,
they just tagged it. And I was standing by ground like,
and then you learn to compromise.
yes. They want you to
Okay.
come back and tell me, you need to get that camera. You need to. I got that camera back now. I am not giving her
No
that.
refund.
No refund. She could stop it. She could stop. And then even I didn't even really do a video about this, like for a full fledged video. I find it quite strange when AT2 posted his YouTubers. I'm number two. But he talked all that.
Well, you helped him build. You helped him build his channel back. Remember when he lost it,
I
and
remember
you
that.
gave him
See,
your
see,
platform for him to talk.
I did. I helped him. Yeah. Glad you're saying that. I'm like number two on his YouTube that he watched, and I'm like,
Yeah, he.
wow. So why are you trying to take me down, interviewing people about me and all that, and you watch my show like that? That's quite weird. I'm like, that was quite weird because when my list came out, only YouTuber that was on there that y'all know is Armon Wiggins.
Come on.
That was it. I don't watch these other people because they're boring. I'm telling y'all, be thinking I'll be joking. I don't watch them like that. Although I watch around and then I watch my wrestling stuff. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that because they don't bring it like that. Even when the court cases, I try my best to watch other people deliver the come like Armand need to be there. Armand need to be there because it was boring.
Yeah.
And then once he went, he brought the entertainment. It just he just found he literally like found his niche in the
He
in
found
the
his
court case.
lane.
He found his lane, and
He
that's
found
even
his
bigger
lane.
than female rap because now it's terrible. Because even Nicki Minaj deleted her or took down her Instagram because they said she lost like 10 million followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Cause cause she need help. She that lady mentally not well. You going over the white folks? The people don't stream her music. Do you really think Charlie Kirk wife is streaming Nicki Minaj?
Yeah. So,
They
with the Nicki Minaj situation, you have the fellas that's with Donald Trump, the Snoop Dogg, the Nellies, and so on. Why Nicki can't be a part of that? I mean, to each his own, but my thing is, Jay-Z has a team of powerful people under him. Why she can't have a team of powerful people? You get what
but
I'm
them
saying?
powerful people ain't gonna be on her side. It's gonna do more damage because this ain't the time to do like the Jay-Z got powerful people. This ain't the time. Nicki Minaj should have picked a better
But
husband.
Nicki know what she's doing, though. You gotta know that.
We shall see.
Let it play out.
We sh- we
Let
sh-
it play out, guys.
we should. I know
I
the
think
people.
everyone just jumped in too fast.
The Barb's love her, so they will never change the
And
man.
I'm not a boss.
I just like to listen to her music. I'm not into her politics. If she want to go there and do all that type of stuff, go right ahead. But when they unsubscribed from her Instagram, I believe the last number I checked, they said it was 10 million. And I went and I was like, oh, she took her Instagram down. So that's a warning sign right there. It's major backlash because she don't even know Charlie Kirk was even talking mess about her before he passed. Like one of his rallies. So it just.
So who's the publicist? I'm confused. Like, what are they doing? They don't.
Not listening. She ain't listening to them publicists. She think that I want to be in a good grace with Donald Trump. You can't trust Donald Trump at all because he's gonna use you up and discard you. Look what he did to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Look what they did to her.
Mm-hmm.
They turned against her. He called out her name and she got scared. Like she said, I'm not even running again. She leaving, and she was a huge Trump supporter, but she wants to do something. She wanted to, I guess, run for Senate, and Trump saying no, and she started flipping on Trump, be like, blah 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 blah. Blah. But you would think that he'd support her because she was doing his bidding in Congress, in the House. He voted over 95% of the bills that he support that she voted for. So you'd think that he was support, but that's Trump. Trump will use you and all. He will use you up and spit you out. That's our
Right
president.
on.
That's our president. And if you want to get in bed with him, you know what you get in bed with. And I think Nicki Minaj understanding you got an album that you want to sell. This ain't the time for you to bring it on this much controversy because this ain't good controversy. This is just bad. This is terrible.
But my thing is, if Nicki's a rapper and she do her thing, I mean, the music shouldn't affect.
Yeah, let's just hope the music.
Or listen because you like music.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. That's true. We shall see how our music gonna go and everything like that.
Is it 2026?
In 2026, she said 327, 26 or something like that. 327.
Okay.
Yeah, it's next year.
Well, we shall see. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it because I'm gonna still support her music. I'm just not a future of this Nicki with the politics. Even when Megan Thee Stallion be going there twerking and stuff like that, like I get it. I understand y'all trying to do it, but these celebrities are not.
Cardi B,
they all be going and stuff like that. Yeah, they did.
Like, come on, let's be fair, guys.
That yeah. But don't go against like let boys be boys or girls be careful because your audience are LGBT people. And so you got to.
I'm surprised T.S. Madison.
She did say something.
All of a sudden,
she said, Nikki, no offense or no shade or something like that. She said white nationalism is not about Christ. It's she finally even T.S. Madison had to throw Nikki on the bus because it's a mess. It's really a mess. It's a mess. It was a trans woman in the Air Force that had to retire early because Trump don't want no trans people in the military. It's really that bad. It's sad. Black organizations on the attack. It's real. It's sad, and I think black people are feeling it because a lot of people are losing their jobs. It was just a new report came out today. They said there's more people unemployed than jobs available for the first time since.
It's so hard to get unemployment right now because the line is so busy. You can't get in contact with the
no. Okay. Times have changed. It's a mess, and it's really sad. It's a mess.
It's crazy.
It is.
How long he has in office?
Until 2028.
28. Wow. Well, look here, y'all voted for him.
I did. I voted for him, and it's no shade. Like I regret it, but now I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna give me a good old riddle, a good old song for a Democrat. They say Kamala Harris. I would love her to get it again, so she can get a chance. I would love for her to go through the primary, so she can get a fair chance, because she only had 107 days.
Yeah.
I want her to have a fair chance to have a do-over. But they did for the last poll I read. They said that she's leading the poll. Buttigieg, he's not going to win. Black folks not going to vote for him because he's gay. The black folks are very conservative when it comes to that. So he's great. I think he will be a good VP choice, but I don't think black people will go and vote for him in the primaries. I think they would give Kamala Harris
because I'm glad you covering this because I'm not even keeping up with.
I gotta cover it.
I can get my news from you.
Yeah, I gotta cover it. And she going around with her book and she's talking to donors, her husband. And so I wish that she had a black husband. If Kamala Harris had a black husband, then it's better because then if people start talking about she not really black, seeing her chocolate husband, I'm talking about a chocolate husband defending her, intelligent from Harvard, it would have helped her, especially when it comes to black men. But she got a white man, so it's kind of like, ugh. Like he can't really defend her because he ain't got that seasoning. He ain't got that swag. You know what I'm saying? He just like he just do your taxes. Help you rearrange your mortgage, get you a mortgage loan. He just don't got that swag. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately. But we shall see. I'm looking forward to him. I'm excited because next year Trump gonna lose the House.
It's gonna be a Democrat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sweep. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a sweep for a Democrat. Yeah, because it's a lot of Republicans losing their jobs too. Like it's even in Nebraska, in a little small town of Nebraska, Tyson's Food closing a plant, and I think it's 3,600 people gonna lose their job. So It's rough out here in the streets. It's really rough out here in the streets, and so like, and a lot of people say, "Wiley, I will help you," but
Hashtag bring America back. Hashtag bring America back.
hashtag bring
Okay.
America back. And we gonna see who the Democrats gonna get, like, and see and stuff like that. Cause I know Kamala want to do it again, and she should have a right to do it again. Why not? She need a fair, because it's unfair to judge her by 107 days. Cause Biden should have just dropped out, or Biden should have just ran. It's no shade.
Exactly.
Biden should just went on and ran. And
But y'all
Democrats,
was calling him Sleepy Joe.
instead of calling him
He
Sleepy
went to ice
Joe,
cream.
Democrat, I want ice cream. Democrats should have supported him, but they go drop, because I think he would have had a fighting chance. I think they probably still would have lost. They still would have lost, because they wanted a republic, and the Democrats wasn't unified. But if Democrats was unified behind President Biden would have won. But
And
because
also, they see how Trump is so aggressive. They need to stand 10 toes down as well. Like,
yeah.
and stop being scary.
And stop being scary. If they would have unified between Biden and allow Kamala Harris to promote and do a lot as the VP and all that, he would have won. There's no shade. But because they was kind of racist in the White House, they didn't really want the black woman on the ticket. Because in her book, in her book, she was describing they wanted her off the ticket. And then when she would get popular, they said we need to knock her down a couple of notches. She should be this popular. Like, it's really sad. I read her book. It was the book. The audio book was really good. It was really good, because I was in jail, so I didn't know all the stuff that was going on. Because if I didn't was able to read a newspaper that day, you know, I didn't know what was going on. Because sometimes that a newspaper would be there. Most of the time, the newspaper was there, so it's no shade. They did allow the newspaper to be in there, but you would have to share it. And sometimes I'd be wanting to dig deep and read. I'm like, man, I can't Google nothing. I'm just only reading the newspaper. And so when I got out, and then when I read a book, I was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of stuff I was on that I didn't know because I was locked down. But yeah, it was good to have you on the show. And so, like, I know whenever I haven't seen you ran into no celebrities yet, but when I moved to New York, or when I visit New York, I definitely got to go to. We definitely got to go to SNL.
I am and I can't. Like, I got
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we definitely got to go to SNL. I would love to go to SNL. I would love to get a ticket to go there and see that, and I would love to get. I want to interview Keenan. Um, I would love to interview. What's that white guy name that one that was dating Kim Kardashian? I can't think of his name. He was the one that was dating Kim Kardashian. And then you had interviewed. It was one of the guys from SNL. What was his name?
Oh, me. What's his name?
He was like Love. He was like.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
He was like Love.
Let me find out.
He was like Love. I'm like, yeah. Shout out to the Wiley show. Okay. Pete Davidson. I would love to get Pete Davidson on the show.
No, not Pete. That was the Pete Davidson.
That wasn't Pete Davidson though. No, they was just typing. That was the person I was talking about.
Oh, Kardashian.
Oh, Pete Davidson just had a baby? Really?
I believe so. Yes, I believe so. And also, shout out because you said you gave 2 thumbs up to Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, so, yes, 2 thumbs up. It was good. You didn't watch it yet?
I haven't. It came out today, right? I seen it on Netflix. I was going to watch it this morning, but I was like, man, let me just finish watching what my TV.
It's good. It was good.
But I'm gonna give it a shot, being that you gave it 2 thumbs.
I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. And usually, I'm not a big fan of a comedy special because some of it's not that good. But when I seen Dave, I was laughing in my bed the whole special. It was good. You need to watch it. Because I know you're not on social media like that. They was posting like different clips. I'm like, let me just watch this special. And I watched it. I said, this was good. It's like a history teacher, just funny. Like, he's very intelligent. And I like when he's on the stage and he's smoking cigarettes. I like that. I'm like, okay. All right. I would love to see some of his.
Oh, it was Marcelo Hernandez.
Marcelo Hernandez, yes. Marcelo, shout out to the Wiley. Love. Because there's so many people in New York, like so many people in New York, like for real. New York. But yeah, but thank you so much, Icon, for coming on.
I just wanted to call and show some love.
Thank you for coming on, showing love.
All the new incoming producers, all the old producers, all the producers that left. Please come on back. Give Wiley another chance.
I'll give Wiley another chance. Yes. Thank you so very much.
No problem.
Bye. Love y'all. Okay. This was fun. I had a good time talking to y'all. You said drop the link. No, you can call in. Let me give you the number. Hold on. Give me hold on. It's a 972-674-9462. You want to call in, that's the number. If it worked, because no, Icon was able to call in. Can somebody else call in? Because I put it on Do Not Disturb, so. All right. Love you all. Thank you all so very much. Oh, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. That's dope. Okay, congratulations to me. We've been on here for 2 hours. Oh, wait, somebody called? Hold on. Siri, turn off Do Not Disturb.
Okay. Do Not Disturb is now off.
Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me call. Somebody called in. Let me, because Icon, it let him call in. Hey, if I had to turn my phone off, Do Not Disturb. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing much better today.
That's good. You still on live?
Yeah, I'm still on live. Yeah, I had put the number on there for people to call in. Did you want to say something? Because I had told people to call in, but if you ain't want to say that, that's good because I'm going to close out.
I know you said, make sure to see if the number was working.
Yeah, working. Yeah, so I turned it off to not disturb. Thank you for calling.
No, I do want to say that I'm so proud of you, Wiley. Like, I can definitely see the changes. You know, I've been around. I haven't been around as long as some people, but I've been around since before you moved
to Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah, I think you were in Dallas. No, you were in Chicago, I think.
I was in Chicago and Dallas. I was bounced from Chicago and Dallas.
Yeah, you've been moving around, and that's really good that you've been able to make those adjustments and stuff. Because it's not easy to keep moving from city to city and find your footing and, engross yourself in the community and pick up and do it all over again. Yeah, so I did want to tell you that I do see the growth and the change, and I'm so glad, that you're over the Armon and that.
Yes.
I like y'all together a lot better than I like y'all beefing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, and Claudia. I'm glad you let
Thank
Claudia
you
back.
for
We
that
was
too.
on her neck and back.
Yes.
We was on her neck and back hard. And I think Claudia gets a bad rap sometimes, you know, like
she do.
Yeah,
she does.
Claudia and stuff, and I don't think that's really fair. But anyway, I just wanted to say hi and let you know how comfortable you are.
Thank you.
Keep in touch. You know, I really mean it when I say you can call me.
Okay.
I know I get busy and, you know, don't often reach out as much as I should, but I do mean that.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
All right, babe. No problem, babe. Love you. See you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you so much. We're done for today. And we will see you on another live. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. And we will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for y'all support. See you in the next video. Y'all be blessed.